Hey everyone, and welcome to part 4 or the finale of the Sweet Shop. Color along, I have done a few things, or started on a color a little bit before filming, and I just kind of started to do these little licorice things in the background, and I'm just going through and going to straight color some of them, and I'm going to choose different colors to blend in as well. But the colors of reds we are using is Carmine Red, or A049, or Crimson, which is A078. So I'm just kind of coming in and straight coloring these licorice things in the background. And I'm going to come in and do different colors and kind of do a little difference. But for the time being, I figured, you know what, come in and just do one different color. And, you know, something like this, very easy and still fun to do, and nice kind of color combinations together. So, and I wanted to do a little bit of a lighter red, but there's only 3 reds in the 48 set of the Artesas. And I figured this one was good because the other red was a little too close to the gumballs here. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do these 2 colors here. And there is enough. If you look up, I don't know how, there we go. You can see a little bit of a difference between each of the candy strands. Okay, sorry about that. My cat is kind of in a mood tonight, so I had to make sure she didn't jump up onto the desk here, but she's kind of in a mood tonight, so I just had to push her out of the room and close her out until I'm done filming, and then I'll open it up and she can come in and destroy things as what she wants to, because that's what she wants to do tonight. Well, technically she wants to play, but everyone else is in bed, and I don't want to go out there and make noise while everyone's playing, so I think we're going to move down to this one right back here. So I don't want to make noise when everyone's in bed and trying to sleep. So I was like, I don't think we're going to play. And she is not happy right now because it is a little later than I usually film. It is about 1:30 in the morning because I could not sleep. And I was like, you know what, I might as well just come on and film because I cannot sleep. I might as well be somewhat productive about my night. And I was reading and I just wasn't really in the reading mood. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to come on and color, because I was going to color anyways. So I figured, you know what, I might as well come on and film, because I was going to push this off till tomorrow night. But I was in the mood to film, and color. So anyways, how is everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone is having a fantastic day, and I hope you all have, we're going to move over to this one over here as well. So I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. I know this is later in the week, so I hope everyone's week is going good as well. I had a lazy weekend. I just got some cleaning done, and then I finally went through and organized my bookshelves. And I went through and got some books off my shelves of ones to donate to the library. I have about 50 books that I have either read or don't feel like reading anymore that I'm going to donate to the library, so that way I can clear my shelves off, because I don't want stuff on my shelf clogging it up if I'm not going to read it in a certain period of time. So I was like, you know what, I am going to go ahead and get them off my shelf, and that way we can clear it up for more books and possibly, you know, finally feel like I can read some more stuff on there. So because sometimes when your bookshelf gets a little too clogged up, I'm just like, you know what, I do not want to read this anymore. It just sits there, kind of like bogs you down a little bit, I guess you can say. So I want to kind of go through, declutter, and I did that, and now they're all sitting in front of my door, well, in front of my door, next to my door, ready to go to the library this weekend, and hopefully someone will buy them and enjoy them, because a lot of them have been sitting on my shelf now for a while, unread for a few years now. So I'm happy that hopefully they'll go to a happy home and someone will enjoy them. So I think, don't want to do any more reds. I think we're going to do the rest in a different color. So let me turn this book. and get a different color out. So what color would go good with you? I think I might do some blues. Or what colors? I haven't really planned colors like I usually do for this part, so I think we're gonna do some blues. And I think we're gonna use these two blues. So I think we're gonna use periwinkle blue and Argentine blue, I can't pronounce it. And we're gonna do the straight color like we did over here, and we're gonna kind of blend different colors with these ones here on the front of the stuff. So I think the blues, we're gonna focus on the blues in this corner over here. So the one back here, the one next to it, and the one there, we're gonna focus on the blues. So yeah, this week has been pretty good. I've been a little lazy, but mostly have been dealing with neighbor issues because for some reason we do not get the good neighbors. And like we had, like a little backstory is when we first moved in here, we had neighbors across the hall that weren't that good. And this is what it looked like when you're doing it. You kind of see the light and dark just going together, just back and forth. But we had neighbors across the hall that we moved in that were not good, tried to pretty much, I wouldn't say torture, but like annoy us to death in order to either get us out or just to annoy us for fun, And then after they moved out, we had people move across the hall that were, how do I word it nicely, a tad bit shady, I guess you could say, and they only lasted about a month, 2 months, and then about a month and a half ago, the neighbors next to us moved out, and then someone else moved in, and for the last month and a half, I guess you would say, the neighbor next door has liked to partake in some extracurricular activities involving, drug uses, and the smoke from it has now started seeping through the walls, and it has been starting to smell and stink in our apartment from it. So that's just really not that fun. So we're trying to, we talked to the office, and it was like, well, what can we do about it? 'Cause, from certain hours in the day, our apartment is filled with, the smell of like a fresh skunk, just came through and just sprayed up the whole entire apartment basically. And every once in a while you also get the smell of like burning plastic or like burning rope, which if you look it up is the smell of another not so good thing. And sorry if this is a little, darker topic than usual, but yeah, so it's not been fun when all the smells have been drifting over, but so we're trying to figure out, like, what will they do anything, what can we do, and we are thinking about, because the place across the hall where all the bad neighbors used to live is empty, and they just renovated it. So what we're thinking about doing is seeing if we can upgrade to that apartment. And we're trying, like, my dad stopped at the office today, and, basically what you have to do is pay the down payment and stuff like that, I guess, again, and of course, like, the rent we do, of course, at the beginning of the month. So we're trying to figure out, what do we want to do? Do we want to just, like, wait it out, because at the 6-month mark, we can just kind of, like, do a thing where you kind of buy out your lease, and then you can go ahead and move out early, or do we want to go over to there and, move, because it won't be hard to move, because it's literally right across the hall. All we have to do is we'll slip Katya, our cat, into a bedroom, and then literally just move stuff across the hall. Like, we won't even box stuff up, really, just like kind of like put it into like a crate or something like that and just move it across the hall and, you know, put it in the, pretty much set up the rooms. Like, say if I move like my bed, we'll put it right in the position I wanted it to be in, you know, stuff like that, and kind of go from there. But we're just kind of like in the talking phase of it, and I like I told I have my mom and dad on it. Well, I suggest it, but I'll probably, you know, re-say it again tomorrow, is if we want to do that, and, you know, if they're worried, you know, because it's about $200 more a month, you know, with the rent and everything like that. Like I suggest, and I'm going to tell them again, is I am more than happy, because like I said, I don't have a full-time job right now. I am more than happy to go to one of the grocery stores, whatever like that, that are within walking distance, and go apply for a job, because I know during the summer they are hiring, and I am more than happy to do that. So I'm going to double suggest again tomorrow, but I'm going to probably do that as well. And this is what they look like here when they're done. Sorry, I was like going into talking there, I forgot what I was going to do. And I think for the ones over here, I'm trying to like think of like licorice colors that we've seen. I kind of actually want to leave them white, because it'll be like red, white, and blue. We'll focus on these ones down here first. What I think about, I might want to actually just leave them white, because it'll go with the red, white, and blue kind of theme to it, and the blue over there as well, so it kind of fit. So I think these ones down here, I don't want to leave them all white. So I think, we can do them brown, because I know they do have chocolate licorice, or they used to have chocolate licorice. Twizzler had it for a while, so I think we'll use some browns. So I'll go with like light brown, and these ones I am going to blend. So I have my lightest color will be burnt ochre, or A0 or A13. Can't see. A113, sienna brown, which is A048, and dark chocolate, which is A118. So what we're going to do is take our burnt ochre, which is our light color, on these things right here. If you see these little pom-pom things, the ones that are kind of bent over here is the ones that we are going to do the brown. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the brown ochre over the whole thing on a very light layer, so it looks like this right here. See if you can see the color right there. And then you're going to take in your sienna brown and just kind of put it in where the shading would be a little bit. Just kind of follow the lines that Chris Pine put on there, or Chris Price. I keep saying Chris Pine for some reason. Right, like in here, the shadows you can see, and then just to darken up the shadows a little bit more with the dark chocolate. It's gonna look like that right there. Then I'm gonna go back in with the sienna brown with a medium pressure to kind of put the shadows together a little bit. And then going to go over the burnt ochre in the parts where we put the burnt ochre. We're not going to go over all of the parts where we kind of put everything else. We're going to leave that kind of heavy shadow and middle parts there. So you're just going to kind of go over and around it. You're going to kind of around the edges of it a little bit. But that's what it's going to look like right there when you're done. And we're going to do this right here. Let's see. There you go. We're going to do that right there on every one of these strands right here are bent over. So we're going to keep that whole process for all those there. And then I think we're going to leave these white as well. Or I might go over them with a small color, and then we're going to put, I think, some stickles over them, because I just got it today and I really want to play with the stickles because it's shiny and I really want to play with it. I haven't played with the stickles yet today, and they've been sitting in my bag and just looking at me like, you need to figure out somewhere to put these. And I think I might put them on the little stripes here as well. But yeah, so we have a lot to think about, and like I said, I'm perfectly fine going to go to the grocery stores, get a job or something like that to add in for the money, because I know I wouldn't make like super good money there, but I do know that I would make enough for our grocery budget each week, which would equal out to about our grocery a week is about $160. So I know I'd make more than enough to cover up that extra, $200, which the rent would be and stuff like that. So, and I know that I would be able to do everything that I still do. I know I'd still be able to film. I know I'd still be able to write my books, and I know all that kind of stuff. So I know it wouldn't affect me to hear any noise in the background. It is my cat right now. She's attacking my door, but I know like it wouldn't really affect too much of my schedule, so like that. So I know that it wouldn't be like something that like takes me too much out of time to get adjust. It will take a time to adjust, but if it helps us not have to smell that smell all the time, I am more than happy to do that. So if that ends up happening, I will definitely talk about more in an update video, because I'll have to, of course, take a few days off. And if I do end up getting a job and everything like that, what I'll end up probably doing is rearranging my color alongs and making them almost probably like a 2-month color along, where instead of being like a month long, I'll just do like the 2 months perk thing, and we'll just do more than one page. But I'm not gonna say anything is set in anything in stone, until we know 100% sure like what's going to happen, what's going on, stuff like that. So just a lot of stuff going on, and I just wish, just one time, that we'd have good neighbors. Because we had 2 neighbors across the hall that were kind of iffy. Now we have ones next to us, connected to us, that are kind of iffy. And then before we moved here, we had people live above us that were, oh my god, were not very good. They were not very good neighbors, and like I know like we're not in like the most like highest quality place, and she's playing with my shoelace and my shoe underneath the door. That's what I hear. But I know we're not like in the highest area. But it's like, come on now, can't people be a little bit more considerate of their neighbors? And the answer to that, if you live in an apartment, is 9 times out of 10, no. But like, we love the apartment, so like it wouldn't be bad to like upgrade to the other one. So because the only upgrade is like the same exact apartment, just flipped, and then it has new appliances. Instead of being tile floors in the kitchen, it's hardwood floors. And then I believe they have a new, I know there's new cabinets, and then I think the appliances are new. I'm not 100% certain about that, because we live across the hall from it, and we didn't see any new ones going in there. So we don't know for sure, but we think that's what it is. But I will update you on it, because I'm going to talk more to my mom and dad tomorrow about it, because I know the smell like really, really affects my mom. Like the smell of pot and the other stuff that's going on, which is not pot. Is the smell of it just really affects my mom, and it gives her like very nasty headaches, makes her sick to her stomach. So if that is what we have to do in order to live here, then so be it. I will go ahead, get the job, and do that, because I know that it's summertime, so I know that there are grocery stores stuff like that are hiring. Plus, I know that right now I think Ollie's is hiring, so I could go over there and work at my favorite store ever, because Ollie's is amazing. But there's enough places, in walking distance that I could go to find something if it goes down to that. So I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to put that out there as like an offer, as I'm more than happy to do that, because I would rather, you know, even if it's just crossed hall, you know, because we won't be able to smell it, you know, I'd rather, you know, do that and have, you know, our health, my mom's health, be better, you know, than it is now, because my mom has, the last like 2 weeks, it's been like really, really bad. Her head has just been hurting. She's not feeling good, her stomach, because of it. So it's to the point now where it's like we're gonna have to decide something, or just, you know, whatever, you know, so, or stick it out for those time beings and just invest in some wax melts, because we have the wax melters that you can get at Walmart, and the cinnamon one, the cinnamon spice one, covers quite a bit of extracurricular activity smells. That sounded so bad there, but there we go. That is the browns, and I do apologize if I'm kind of like talking about bummer things like that the whole time, or, you know, being distracted by it, but it's kind of just what, like, thought process. So that's what it looks like right now. And I think I am going to leave these white, but I am going to put these a different color. I think, what do I want to do? I think I might do them a peachy color, because I'm going to put stickles over anyways. So I'm going to get this color here, which is apricot, which is A034. I'm going to leave this crooked, so I apologize about that too, but I'm going to leave it sideways. And we're just going to kind of straight color the ribbons. Now I'm going to call it a ribbon. It looks like it might be candy itself, but it looks like a ribbon to me. So we're just going to color these on, and then we're going to go ahead and put the stickles over it, because I officially have I have some stickles I picked up, which, let me just tell you, like, I opened the bag that this stuff came in, and it's like, this stuff is like, I did test it out, I will say I did. I let my mom test it out, but like, I haven't tested it on my own books yet. But it's like, it works really good. Like, it has a nice shine, stuff like that, but it's like, for the price of it, this little tube better last me a long time. Because this little tube, which is this right here, was like $5.34, and it's like, it better like shine like super bright, like, it better shine like a diamond, like it's named after, because that is a very, very expensive. So this is the picture here, and if you don't have the stickles, you can use, you know, like a glittery gel pen. You can trace the outlinings of all the black on it, like use like a silver gel pen and do that. It'll make it pop, because you see the glittery effect here on this part here. It came out really nice. So if you don't have stickles, or a stickles kind of tool, because I know they like have Wink of Stella, they have other brands of glittery glues like this, but you can use those, or you can just go ahead over and line it with like a silver gel pen, where you have a glittery gel pen or just a silver one. It'll still make it pop out anyways. But I'm going to use the stickles because I just got these and I'm psyched to try them out. So we give these a shake, and then we're going to put them on the bows here, and then these little stripes down here as well, just to give them a little bit of a glow or a glitter effect. So we're going to, let me actually put this down a little bit, so I'll be right back. Okay, now we can see a little bit better there, so we're going to put them on there. So hopefully this will not come flying out, because I had to cut the cap because it wasn't like going out earlier. So I'm going to put a little dot here, and a little dot here, and then just, do you want to like move it around? Yeah, I'll move it around with the tip, so I don't have like glittery effects all over my finger. You know what? No, just go ahead. Just move it around with the finger. But I had a lot of fun with this color along, because I have not done that many pictures in here, and I really would love to do more. So I had so much fun coloring in here. It gave me an excuse to actually work in this book. I think just 2 dots. So this actually is worth the money, I guess you could say, because you only need a few little dots to go through here, and I might just go grab a brush next time I use it to have a little more control over where I put it in my finger. You can see how glittery it is from the finger. And luckily I used the right finger instead of trying to like flip the camera off. Because that would have been bad if I used the other finger. See, yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out, and I love it. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to put it along the little things here. As well, what I was going to do is use a silver gel pen or a silver pencil to add that effect, but if you don't have the stickles, you can use a silver gel pen for it, or you can use like a silver pencil because it will have that sheen and shine yet. But since I do have the stickles, I'm going to go ahead and use it more because I now have stickles, and you can guarantee that probably 9 out of 10 pictures that I have are going to have stickles on them now because I am addicted to shiny things. I'm the type of person that sees a shiny thing in the store and I will stop and I will get I'll let everyone go ahead and talk to my dad will talk to himself or I think he's talking to me and my mom, and me and my mom have stopped like about 5-6 aisles ago because we found shiny things. So that is the end of the color along. So that is it. This is the final part. You can see, let's see if I can move it. You can see it. Okay, let me hold it and pick you up. So there is the last part of it all together. And then let's see if you can kind of see. It's a little hard to try to figure out which way. There you go. See how glittery it is compared to, but you see how glittery the gel pen is as well. So that is it for this part and this color. Let me set this back down. Let me hold it up so you can see the whole picture. That is it for this coloring. I hope you all enjoyed it. And until my next video, I hope you all have an amazing day and happy coloring.